Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, April 4th, 2025. Let's light this candle. Okay, I had to break out the good stuff this morning for these kind of markets. The Jimmy Dean sausage with onions and habanero peppers. Oh, that's going to be good. Okay, but the price of gold and silver is not good. We've got gold under 3,100, down $16 to 3,097, but honestly much, much stronger than I thought it would be. Silver taking the hit like I thought it would yesterday, and we have a 30 handle. Silver down 86 cents to 30.96, and I'm buying. Okay, here we go. Let's move on to the silver futures. Silver futures at 31.01, down 95 cents, and the spread between spot and the futures market is just pennies. Very, very unusual there. We'll have to see what happens if spot goes lower or futures go higher. GSR has spiked again as I thought it could. 100 over 100 right now, and could go. You could see 115. You could see 120. But the sell-off in the stock market is more controlled than we've seen in the past. And the reason I'm thinking that we could bounce here is the fear greed index. Let's keep going here. People continuing to buy treasuries in spite of foreigners saying they're going to sell our treasuries and our stocks in retaliation. It is retaliation day, China imposing a 34% tariff on everything we sell them. Someone made a great comment the other day about the services and software that we sell into the world. If they started putting tariffs on those, they could turn the table on what we're doing here. Anyway, worth thinking. We export a lot of services apparently. But nonetheless, the tariff story is in full play. It is harsher than everyone expected, and now retaliation. So yesterday was the tariff drop. Today, I think, is the retaliation drop. And we've got the 10-year down to 3.89, much lower than I thought it would go. And apparently, the other countries are not selling our bonds. That would spike our rates. So rates are dropping as the White House wants. Okay, the dollar also dropping a bit to 101.88 this morning. Copper prices in free fall, so this is setting up to be a pretty good buy here. Not only is silver a buy here with a 30 handle, in my opinion, not financial advice, okay, just what I think. Copper also a screaming buy here. Also, all are very important. Both are very important commodities. And I think at the moment, what you have to do is make your perspective a little bit longer than a day or two or a week. These commodity rallies will resume at some point. But copper just losing all of its gains here back to 451, and I think that is a screaming buy on copper. In the economic calendar today, let's see, we have the U.S. unemployment report coming out at 8:30 Eastern. I think I may catch that in about 3 minutes. We'll see what happens. It really is not employment that's moving the market right now. It's fear of recession. But if the employment report comes out strong, that could bounce the markets. We'll have to see. Speaking of the markets and why I think we are nearing a bottom of this drop, short term, I think we're in a bear market for stocks, but nonetheless, any kind of rally could be a very extreme rally with the fear green index at 6. I don't know, I can't recall the last time the fear greed index was at 6, but that means everybody is all hedged with their puts. And that's usually when the market surprises people. We've got the Dow futures down 1,122, S&P futures down 148, NASDAQ futures down 545, 3% on the open. The other surprise has been Bitcoin, and I really think I thought Bitcoin would follow the NASDAQ down, but wherever the heck it is here, where is Bitcoin? Oh, hell. There it is. It's down 864 this morning, but still holding above 80,000. I'm not sure how it's doing that, but Bitcoin showing strength as well, along with gold. Gold and Bitcoin probably are the strongest performers here, and of course the 10-year bond is a very strong performer right here as the wheels come off the bus. Okay, before I get to the deals of the day, if you're buying like me, the question of the day, what is your perspective? Okay, and this is meant to be provocative, but are you looking for the next week or two or maybe a month? Does it make you sick when you buy and then prices drop $1, in silver, or $100 in gold? You just can't stand that, so you're really trying to catch the bottom. Do you have a more medium-term perspective? Do you believe that all the stories we've talked about in the past are still intact and the long-term trajectory for precious metals is up, more of a medium term? Or do you have a long-term perspective and you just buy because you're thinking about generational wealth, and whether silver is $35 or $30 or $25, that won't matter to your kids when they inherit your stack. What is your perspective? Short-term, mid-term, long-term? And I fluctuate. I like to try to. I have a short-term perspective and a long-term perspective. Your age has a lot to do with this. So what is your perspective? I imagine most people are saying long-term, but if your perspective is long-term, then why aren't you buying some today? Okay, let's get on to the deals, and I've rejiggered everything here because there are lots of changes in the market, and of course it's very, very volatile. Let's get on. You can still get a gold back for $3 over at Bullion Exchanges. You can get 1 gram gold at SD Bullion for $110. You can get the new customer deal at bullion.com for about $100. About $100 for a new customer over at bullion.com. We've got a 1/10 Gold Eagle this morning at $352 at Summit Metals. A 1/10 Maple is $341 at Summit Metals. We have got a 5 gram circulated. Oh, that's unavailable. The 5 gram went out of stock. I couldn't find a good replacement. Matter of fact, the metric sizes, I'm not finding as much cheap gold as I did before. Quarter ounce Gold Eagle is $841 at Summit Metals. Quarter ounce Krugerrand Sovereign Foreign Gold, $816 at Summit Metals. We've got a $5 commemorative U.S. Sovereign Gold, good alternative to the quarter ounce Eagle, $773 at APMEX this morning, 0.24 ounce of gold. Half ounce Gold Eagle, $1606 at Summit Metals. Half ounce Gold Maple, ooh, okay, non-farm payrolls came out, 228 versus 140 estimate. Bingo. Okay. All right, non-farm payrolls are up. Now, of course, I believe that is private sector. Correct me if I'm wrong. Public sector is divesting, but private sector may pick up some of those jobs. March unemployment is 4.2 versus 4.1. I just knocked my glasses off looking at that. So more people unemployed, but but a higher job openings. Okay, I don't know. You guys, you economists out there, try to figure that out. Unemployment rate is rising, 4.2. The Fed does not like a 4.2 handle, and everyone pricing in lower bond yields at this point. I really didn't think they would go that low. Okay, back onto Summit Metals and half ounce gold, Maple Leaf. All these are BU, unless I say otherwise. February non-farm payrolls revised to 117 from 151. So they're revising the back dates, and the March non-farm payrolls are nearly double. Okay, this could be funky government numbers. I don't know what that means. Will the market ignore it? I guess we ought to go back and check the stock market, huh? Let's go back and see what this release did to the stock market in the pre-market. Let me do a reload, giving you the blow-by-blow here. And we've got the Dow down 1,100, NASDAQ down 5. Oh, NASDAQ down even more. Interesting, NASDAQ should rally if rates are dropping, but everybody getting out of the out of the NASDAQ these days. All right, so that was the gold maple. Let me keep moving here. Oh, how distracting. I already did the gold eagle. Come on, Louis. Let's go up to a half-ounce gold Britannia. Those are 1619 at Monument Metals, a half-ounce gold Krugerrand 1606 at Summit Metals. The 20-gram deal is 2038 at SD Bullion in the card, I believe. A 1-ounce gold eagle is 3,186 at bullion exchanges and dropping. And a buffalo this morning, 3,212. Hey, keep it, Summit Metals. We're going for something cheaper than that. A 1-ounce maple is 3,165 at Summit Metals. And a Britannia. Now, this is a BU or proof, and I see no indication it's going to be beat up. 3,142. I'm telling you, the proof gold Britannias are a thing of beauty, and you may want to consider that. I think we found that on eBay for cheaper as well. We'll check those again in a minute. We've got a 1-ounce gold Krugerrand 0.90 gold, overweighted to give you a full ounce, 3,130 at bullion exchanges. And if you didn't believe in gold, well, gosh, you really have to note its strength. But if they're selling our treasuries, selling our stocks, selling our dollar, I mean, they're probably, I guess, governments are picking up gold here. But at some point, silver follows gold, and we'll watch that happen. Okay, let's go to a 20 franc. 591 at Provident Metals. Moving on to 1-ounce gold in assay. I'm not liking the bars in assay these days. There are so many counterfeits, but you can trust it if it comes from bullion exchanges. 3,130 in the card, so a cheap ounce of gold right there. Hourly earnings down 3.8 to 3.9 as the consumer gets the royal screwing here with higher prices and lower wages. Yeah, that's our future, right? Okay, but if you got metals, you're going to keep up with inflation. We've got a silver eagle, and I do think silver eagles are the play. Again, for you guys checking, thinking midterm to long term, but especially midterm, I think you ought to beef up your eagle stack. I don't know that I would do it here at 35.31, but that's Summit Metals price. We can get a quantity of 20 over at Pinehurst at 34.43 backdate eagles. You can probably find them cheaper at any of the 3 coin dealers on YouTube, I recommend. Links on my website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. It's all totally free. But we'll try to find those better deals as well. I didn't see anything great at Walmart this morning. The off-quality culls are probably worth buying. $33.64 at Monument Metals. You want to get 100 of those. They're about $33, with silver at right around 31 at the moment, a little under 31. I think anywhere in the 30s is probably a good buy point. It's roughly 50% from the low, the recent low to the recent high. I think that'd be a good bounce point for commodities and silver. My green light is back on, so we're back down to my buy. I said my buy point would be 2,900 gold and $30 silver, and we are close enough on the silver for my money, so I'm picking up some silver this morning. Not buying gold, but I'm just awestruck by the strength of gold right here. Hopefully we get a $50 sell-off today and you guys can buy some gold. But I'm going to hold off on gold right now. And this is why my silver stack is so big. I always favor silver. That's just my bias. So just so you know that going into this, my bias is silver. It just is. I don't know. You guys can look at all my old videos, or 1,000 videos talking about it. We've got a silver maple, and these are off quality, circulated 33.14 at Hero. Now, I thought that was BU. What did I find here? Specifications. No, they are BU. So that's a great buy right there. $33 maples with $31 silver. Maple is the number 2. So maple is the number 1 coin in the world in terms of mintage. U.S. Mint blew their monopoly on that long ago by curtailing mintage. Royal Canadian Mint just kept minting maple after maple. So there are more maples out there, I think, than eagles. But eagles are the top coin for appreciation. Maples are a strong number 2. These likely won't have shield guard because they're not showing shield guard. So they could be like pre-2018 or something. If they have milk spots, send them back. Okay, but that's not a bad choice either. Okay, BU Kangaroos 33.78 at Hero, but I'd get the Maples. The Britannia 32.68. Holy mackerel. That's a great price over at Hero, 32.68. Krugerrands are 33.51 and Philharmonics are no good. Okay, Libertads are cheaper, and the mintages are here if you want to check that. That new Eagle Privy coin is for sale. I think I told you about that. I've got a link on here somewhere to get those in the slab if you guys want that. Nothing up on Costco this morning. Absolutely nothing. Come on, load. Load and out of stock. So nothing on Costco. They're losing a fortune on their inventory. I wonder if Costco hedges, right? The big outfits hedge, so when metals fall like this, they make money on their shorts. But I don't know what Costco is doing. You'd have to look at their annual report to figure out if they hedge their precious metals. They could be cruising for a bruise in here. All right, moving on to junk in the trunk. Now let's check out what $31 silver should get you about 22 and change times face. That would be spot for junk this morning. And it is going for 23.48 over at Monument Metals for Benji's, and a little bit more for Merck's. The 20 round deal is up here at Monument Metals. You can get a tube of 20 buffaloes, and I think they'll be new. Yeah, usually, let's see, are these new? You new guys may want to pick this up. Condition varies. Oh, okay, they could be beat up as well. But 322, new guys, you can pick that up right now if you want, if you're putting buffaloes away for the future. But I really think Eagles are the play. I'm really thinking that. Not today, maybe not in a week, but in a couple months, something like that. I think you'd be happy with your Eagle purchases right now. Okay, over at Pinehurst, if you don't like that 20, if you're buying a large lot, anyway, $31.97 for nice Sunshine Mint Buffaloes over at Pinehurst. Let's do a kilo. A kilo is 1,031 at Monument Metals. For silver is silver. And the deal is back with the random kooks. How many of the are Perth Mint kilo coins in capsule? Like I said yesterday, if you get a scratch capsule, and you will, ask them to replace it, and they probably will do that. Someone told me that. And how many of these do they have in stock? They have got, whoa, 326. Man, they got a lot of these. Now you have to ask yourself, why did they go out of stock the other day when they have so many? People, the collectors are dying off here for for coins and whatnot. Anytime we get into, real raging bull markets in silver and gold, it becomes more about the bars and the cheap coins. But nonetheless, these carry a premium in the retail market. Hopefully you don't get the lunar. Hopefully you get one of the other, the kooks or the dragon here. That is a pretty good buy at 1,040. I'd like to buy some of those. What is that price? It's probably about $1 over spot, something like that. Let's keep going. Okay, and you can get shot at a really good price here. Unfortunately, it's only 3 nines, but 1,041 for shot. Shot sells on eBay at about $3 over spot. So anyway, you're in the money with shot right there. If you just want to go with the basics, maybe you pour silver, maybe you don't. You can still stack shot. Let's go. Let's do pocket pingers, $35 if you need one. Let's do eagles, because I'm really hankering for some cheap darn eagles. I might even have to call Vermilion today. Okay, culls are $36.50, $35.50 out the door with a good credit card. But why would you buy that when you could buy this? Okay, 712, and this is good seller, good feedback. Backdate Silver Eagles. That'd put you at 35.60, 34.60 out the door, 360 over spot for Silver Eagles in a smaller lot. That's a good price. And let's check the 100 lot here for you heavy hitters. This is a good day to pick up 100 Silver Eagles. Oh, here we go. We got 100 Silver Eagles from a good seller. 35, 34 out the door, $3 over spot. Free shipping, you got to have a 3% credit card for that. That's definitely buyable if you like Silver Eagles. And if you believe, like I do, that we're going to bounce. And, well, I just think we'll bounce at some point, huh? Okay, let's do the Maples. Can we get cheaper than, 876 on the Maples? The Britannias are 854, tube of 25. Kangaroos are 847. Krugs are 865. So what was that? 847 was that cheapest? Let's go back. Let's say it was 847. So we are moving. Oh, man, look at that. We're almost back down to the top of my chart here. Not that we can't go lower, but 847 and put you at about 3275 for Maples or whatever the cheapest one was I just said. So about $1.50 over if you're playing that game. Those would be backdate tubes of 25. Let's move on to junk in the trunk. You guys are picking up junk on eBay like champs. This is $10 face. So here's $10. Here is right there, 236. They're slicky. I don't like slicks. Okay, 238, Aiden coin, free shipping, and 23.8, and then 75 cents off would put you at about 23.10 times face. 22 and change being melt. So maybe $1 over for junk right there. How about a larger lot of junk? Can we get a good deal on a large lot of junk? Oh, I'd love to see some Mercs come up here. No date Mercs, no deal. No date, no deal. Here are the Rosies. Ooh, look at that. Big bag of dimes. Dimes are good because preppers like them. These are going to have dates, I believe. Got to check it. Let's check if it's got dates. $100 face bag, and looking at the fine print, these are random circulated Rosies. You may get some Mercs in there too, I guess. Okay, so 23.4 is going to put you at 2250 times face on dimes, which are preppers' favorite because they're divisible, and you could, maybe get a carton of eggs with a dime at some point. A silver dime. So 2250 out the door. Ooh, nice. Very close to spot on that big bag of Rosies. And can we get a big bag of Mercs? Oh, give me a big bag of Mercs. How about that? That is too much to wish for. If you're throwing those away, here they are. Mercs, those are going to have dates. 24.2, 23.5 times face on the Mercs. Those are going to be more like $1.50 over. Yeah, I don't know if I'd pay up for that or not. Let's see, and moving on, I'll skip the Carson Cities and the Morgans this morning. They're always going to be there for you. We're looking for bullion. Let's do a kilo. Cheapest kilo, 1060, about 1030 out the door on a kilo. And 1030, what's the price on that? I'd get that kilo kook. 1030 instead, but this times... Oh, no. Divided by, where's my brain? Come on, wake up, Louie. 1030 divided by 32.15 ounces in a kilo. You'll be at 32 even, about $1 over spot for these kilos here. But I think I would get... I'd get that Perth Mint coin. You got nice upside on the retail if they don't send you a bad one. If they do, send it back. The vintage bar of the day is not vintage, but here's a YPS chunk of silver. Very nice at $3.99. YPS is modern bullion. I don't know if they make this one anymore, but it's pretty popular. That's $3.99, and no, it's not really vintage, but I like it. Okay, how about a kilo kook on eBay? We'll check this old deal here. Still out of stock. 1146 in stock. APMEX BU. Now you have more power on eBay than you have at the dealer. So buy it here, guys. And if you threaten them negative feedback, they will salute. Okay, and look at their rating, 99.2 APMEX. Wow, that's their real rating for what people think of them. But nonetheless, Wow, it's a 2025 with a special privy. 1149 75 I'm sorry, $30 off would put you at about 1110 on that. Well, that is quite a bit more than those other randoms I showed you. That's going to be a collectible kilo right there. Okay, so be it. Let's keep going here. But that is not that is not stackable. That is more of a collector piece. Let's do a large old lot of rounds. They can be had for about 31.70 out the door. I don't know. These are, I don't know what those are. Let's go to something better. Oh, get the Sunshine Mint rounds, guys. Get the Sunshine Mint rounds. 31.85 out the door. Those are beautiful rounds, high quality, and well, like I said, I think there'll be a lot of Sunshine Mint products out there because the U.S. Mint, I think, is going to go into allocation mode on Silver Eagles. How about a 100-ounce bar this morning, and then we'll move on to the gold. We've got 32.49, 31.49 on a big old 100-ounce bar, about 50 cents over spot. Let's check spot again here and see what's happening in the market. Am I getting crucified here? 30.97 still has a 30 handle. I think I bought at 30.86 this morning. Gold, there it is. There it is. There's the drop, $38. Did we get a drop in Bitcoin as well? I won't check Bitcoin. Okay, guys, we got a drop in gold. That is good. Let's do the gold. All right, 1 gram as cheap as 109, going to be about 106 out the door. Okay, from bullion.com, good seller. Let's do random 1/10 ounce gold. Now you can start buying gold again. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought it would go lower. All right, 339 for a koala minus $9. Let's do quarter ounce random gold. Quarter ounce random gold as cheap as Krugerrand for 820. All right, a Krugerrand for 820, $24 off would put you at about 7.95 at a quarter ounce. BU Krugerrand, 7.95 versus the dealer's price on a quarter ounce gold Krugerrand. Yeah, I think you could start nipping at gold here. Is 812. You're going to save $17 per quarter ounce Krugerrand, and those were BU Krugerrand. So that's a good find right there. Gold is often cheaper on eBay if you have the 3% credit cards I recommend. Let's go to random half ounce gold. Is that going to be a Krugerrand as well? You don't want to eagle. This gold eagle won't be in stock. I'm going to skip the foreign and commemoratives. I'm going to skip those as well. Oh, look at this. Little old, yeah, in stock. BGASC is the seller. Surprising. Their feedback's 99.9, isn't it? Huh. I don't have that good luck with them. So 1626 for a varied condition, beat up round. And they're teasing you with a prospector here. Maybe you get that. 1626 minus $45 will put you at about 1580 or so for random half ounce gold. Good price there. Okay, we did good. Let's keep going here. Let's go on to a I don't know, 1 ounce gold eagle. Let's go for the big guy here. 31.43. Is that out of stock? Yeah, that's out of stock. We're going to have to go to 31. No, we don't want a double eagle. Whoever that is, M-Bar, you're shitty, calling that 1 ounce. Let's see, 32.59, Liberty is a good seller, and it is up. Ooh, here we go. Here's that proof coin. I don't think anybody's buying this, but should be cheaper today. 32.58 for a proof gold eagle. Those are so beautiful. No, you won't get the packaging, but I'll give you a hint. You want to buy that packaging? Look on eBay. Somebody will be selling their packaging because they grade these things, and then they have the package left over, which they sell for $30. Okay, 32.58. We're going to take, call it $100 off. 31.58 for a proof gold eagle. And up at the top of the website, this is how you use the website, 31.58, and then you go to the cheapest price anywhere on the internet at the big dealers. And for a BU eagle, they are selling those for 31.66. Okay, you're only going to save $10, but you're going to get a proof gold eagle. I just like that. Okay, let's go on. Let's see if we got any other. I got to check a buffalo, don't we? Buffaloes are 32.15 at the big dealers, and let's check what it would be on eBay. 32.82. This is going to be a win. 32.82 minus $100, 31.82. You're going to save 40 bucks, 40 bucks on a gold buffalo, and that is a BU buffalo. Nothing wrong with that deal at all. Okay, that's your gold. I still like these Tudor Beasts. Click this link if you want to pick up a 1/4 ounce or a 1 ounce Tudor Beast. I like the Dragon best. $5 commemoratives are going to be going, ooh, $7.75. Small seller, good feedback. Buy at your own risk. Wait a minute, how many different ones they have here? He's only got one. So $7.75, and then you would take 20 bucks off, $7.55. That'd beat the dealer price. I don't know. It looks like it's got some spots on it there. Nonetheless, that is Sovereign U.S. gold, and it is a 0.24 ounce of gold, and that is not a bad buy this morning either, if I'm recalling the commemorative price at the big dealer, so you could pick that one up. By the way, when you get over to the website, one of the ways I keep the wheels on the bus here is from support from eBay when you buy things on eBay, and that way I'm not tied to any bullion dealer. And when I find a good deal, you find a good deal. I appreciate it if you click the links in my eBay section. It starts right here where it says same products, lower prices, and that helps the channel when you do that, especially if you're going to buy gold. Okay, thank you guys for your support. All right, let's keep moving here. Stuff in my eBay store, and if you want to pick up these low spot prices and stick it to me here, you can pick up any of my silver here at a good price. You channel members can get my stuff at $250 over spot. Especially you new guys, don't if you want something from the channel, or if you just want 1 ounce, I mean, let me know. I'll take care of you. Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate each and every one of you. And anyone can ask me for a friend discount on my bars. That's funny. I thought I just sold that one. I just sold one of these. Very beautiful bar, this Guns and Eagle bar. I like that one. I'm giving you ripples on that one. Okay? That's what Silver Dragons used to do, right? And then sell you silver for 50 bucks an ounce. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm being an asshole again. All right, let's keep moving here. That's stuff in my eBay store. And moving on. Other stuff you may need, a precious metals verifier. If you're going to put 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, $1 million into precious metals, you probably want to get one of these, okay? There are other ways to test your metals, but for $100 for $1,000, that may be a good investment, especially if you're buying crazy gold off eBay. I recommend you not buy the bars from the smaller sellers, but if you're going with an APMEX or a Liberty or somebody like that, you can buy the bars, but there's heavy counterfeiting going on right now. You can refine those big bars. You get a spot right here in the Devil Forge. That's my Amazon store. Okay, and for your 3% credit cards, Amex is the bomb. You've got to pick this up, guys, if you have good credit, and get 3% off. On eBay when you check out through PayPal, at the US Mint, on Amazon. Give it to your significant other. Say, hey, honey, use this when you shop on Amazon. When you go to the grocery store, I'm getting 3% off. Caps out at $6,000. PayPal does not cap out. It is also 3% cash back, but you have to check out through the PayPal app. Okay, that's how that works. Quicksilver card's a good card as well. And the picks of the day are these coppers. Oh, they raised the price. They were $129 recently, if you like copper. I got a bunch of copper. I really should pour it. What's going on with the Bison Bullion bars? Oh, Christ, that is so cheap. I would encourage you to get over to Bison Bullion. They have just got some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful products. They're not always that pretty, but at these prices, if you guys like poured silver, check them out. We have to be kind of in an uptrend to really capture the premiums on this stuff. But look at that 10-ounce bar at $346. Holy moly. I don't know what sales tax rules they use, but I'd like more Bison Bullion. Okay, and the flipper coin of the day now, $352. Ooh-wee! There it is. Be sure you vacuum seal this puppy, and you know, they have big problems with spotting and tarnish. But that is a smoke and buy for you flippers. Again, if you got a midterm outlook, I don't know what's going to happen today. but I think stuff is getting pretty damn cheap. All right, let's keep going here. And the three coin shops on YouTube, like I said, I may give Tim a call today and buy some Silver Eagles, but I also like Minot and Coin Huskers, and just stalk them like you would, a pretty girl. Okay? No, don't do that. Anyway, they got great prices. You may not like their shipping practices or costs. Anyway, I think Vermilion is reasonable at $15 shipping until you get over 3,000 bucks, and you're going to like their sales tax rules, I predict. Okay, and if you get a subscription to Bolden, that helps the channel as well, and it will help you for the rest of your life plan your financial future. You're going to have to trust me on this. If you're anywhere close to retirement, you want to work your numbers, and they have a free trial that you can do, and you do it absolutely for free. Thank you for the cups of coffee. You guys are very generous. Thank you for the super chats as well. And anyway, Gregory, Thomas, Frank, Denarius, thank you so much for your support and cups of coffee. And special thanks to channel members. All right, and welcome Base Metal Jackal and Clayton Hoskinson and Caleb Liebold. Some of you guys may be renewals. It's hard to keep track, and as always, I recommend you not use your real name anywhere on YouTube or in my chat room or on Twitter, or if you're buying peer-to-peer. Try to use aliases, and I get very confused because some of you guys have multiple names, so forgive me if I forget who you are, but welcome channel members. I really appreciate your support. Reach out to me anytime, losinglouis@yahoo.com. I would even do a Zoom chat if you really need some advice. Not that I have all the answers, but you get the benefit of whatever I've learned over the years. And also if you want to pick up one of my bars or whatever you need. I appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there, and good luck out there, except we will take one more look at spot price. And let's see. Oh, we got gold down $47. So tasty. Look at that. Silver took another dump. 30.67, guys. I jumped too soon at 30.86. 30.67 on silver. Okay, does that mean the market is falling apart more? I thought the Dow would stabilize somewhere here at down 1,200 or so. 10-year looks like it's continuing, I think, continuing to drop. Oil has been just decimated here, just decimated, even in spite of saber rattling with Iran, which is a whole nother story. S&P futures 3309 down 124. I really think we'll see a 31 handle on the S&P, but I could be wrong about that. Fear greed index is very low. Dow only down 900 and change, but metals continuing to drop. All right, I think we are in a buy zone, guys. That's why my green light is on. Let me know what you're doing. So again, back to the question, what is your term, short term, midterm, long term? Oh, hell, I don't know. Whatever. You have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.